I'm back, obviously. Anyway, well, let's get a round table little interview here. Boost. We got Boost on the mic.
C.
Well, that was an impressive win there. Really clean, great battle between the guys up front there, and all around the track as well. But what'd it take to get that win there in that race?
Honestly, bitching at my car the entire time seemed to work. Get it into the mindset of like, I'm an oval car, but I'm on a road course now because my dumbass owner picked me for all the wrong reasons. So, you know, just fighting through and started second, fell to fourth, and we're stuck with Vapid there for a little bit. We managed to make our way back up, but towards the end there was the rain that came in and really helped. I have a lot of experience in that from other past series, rally racing, stadium truck, so being in the rain was definitely comfort zone for me and helped me pull away by a lot. So
Yes.
Definitely what helped out there at the end.
Well, thank you for chatting with us, and good luck on flyUS Raceway Oval.
Yeet.
Yeet. Thank you. Where's Dakota? Dakota, we got Dakota here?
Sir, yes, sir.
Hell yeah. Dakota. One of the most, obviously, you're one of the most underrated racers we have here. Ran a pretty solid race last one, but we want to know, what's it going to take to get it done on the oval here at flyUS Raceway?
Well, we're going to have to pick and choose our moves here. You know, give and take, know when to give, know when to take. Honestly, it's just going to be about, we're just really going to run 10 laps here, honestly. What I mean by that is we're going to be racing 10 laps and we're just going to be cruising for 90 of them. I mean, we got a great car. Boys in the garage fix up the transmission. We got it going in there, hopefully no problems. We did pretty well on the Roval, a lot better than I thought we would, especially with the rain, but I'll tell you what, the Weasel 29 machine, hopefully we can get her in victory lane here at the Oval.
Well, thank you, Dakota. Like I said, did get that car fixed up, so hopefully we'll see you up front and maybe getting that win. This is the second ever TNS or Torque TNS event. Boost is the inaugural TNS winner technically, and hopefully we'll see a good race here, and yeah. I think we'll see a good race. Last time I was here though, I've never had good luck with this entire track, Adder. I don't know why. Week before, I had to pull off. Next week this track, Adder, it's got a bad vibe. Evil. It's built on an ancient Indian burial ground, Adder.
No, it's built over the Los Angeles airport.
Which is built over an ancient Indian burial ground, Adder. How come you didn't look this up before you built the track?
I'm not worried about the ancient death. I don't care about it.
Well, listen, it screwed me out of many opportunities. So.
I'm really worried about your opportunities. I led over half this race in RCS.
Well, you know what?
Traffic got the best of me.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens, Adder. Because it's an ancient Indian burial ground. See?
I was furious, but it was my fault after this flyUS and RCS. I was mad and I messaged Dakota. I'm like, well, let's not do it again. I was just over my head.
Angry Adder we saw there. Damn.
Dakota was the lap traffic that lost me the race.
Damn, Dakota. Well, we got some.
In case Bulldog's got booted out, he's trying to get back injured.
I sent him.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know if you saw it.
We got a rivalry.
In RCS.
Rivalry brewing here, boys.
Which race are we talking
This
about?
track. I was leading here with I think 7 to go, and I was lapping you, and I cut down too soon, and you took me out, and
Adder, you lead every race.
Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
You ever notice that, how Adder leads
Sorry
every
about that.
race?
I was furious, but it was my fault in all reality. I can't.
Yeah, I always hated, especially since you were leading, hated it even more.
It is what it is, though. It's just racing.
Yeah. But you ended up winning the championship at the end of the year, so.
Yeah.
Adder's a champion. Let's take a look at the champions in this lobby. We got Boost with 2 championships in INCS. We got Adder with 1 RNCS championship. See, how many wins do we have total? See, Bulldog's got 1. 8. 11. 15.
The one he did get, though,
17.
I watched him.
Me?
I just been saying that.
21. Damn, we have 29 wins in here.
This guy a win, or else he's gonna leave. And here we are.
Cheating? I don't think he cheated. Where did he cheat?
No, he cheated for sure.
What did he do?
Palzilla Rover.
Look, I don't want to talk about.
What'd you do, Bulldogs?
Uh-oh.
What about our first ever race, Adam?
What are you talking about? Uh-oh.
It's another race I should have won. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't lead. I led only like 3 laps.
Jeremy and how Jeremy gets his wins. He's so dirty. I mean, he don't get shit.
Let's see. Well, we see back 20 years ago.
And I can't wait to get this oval started, because it'll tell us how we are around each other. Because a vast majority of our season is consistent of ovals.
Very good observation, Adder.
We gotta go over the rules again.
Yeah, we do. I'll go over here in a second. Oh wait, oh no, it's 42. Anyway,
We got Johnny Rotten's girls on.
I'm gonna open a quick race on my new track if y'all want to join. If not, it's alright. I have no hard feelings. Anyway, rules: all 4 tires on the track at all times. Pre-car cautions. Pit windows are 15 to 25. 45 to 55 and 75 to 85. If you take someone out, please wait for them. Be respectful. Just pull over to the side, out of the way. Don't stop in the middle of the track. That's just plain dumb, to be realistic. 3-car cautions, already said that. Did I miss anything?
I think we're fine.
We already did qualifying for this race, so you'll be starting in the back, but no worries, it's a short, medium track with slipstream. You'll be up front in no time. Other than that, let's race clean, be respectful, and let this race go by quick. So, yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
With that.
Hello.
No.
What was that? No, did anybody hear that noise?
It's what's his face is? Who's the Australian guy? Bulldogs. It's his damn bird.
No. It was like a boom, like in game, not.
Yeah, no, his bird does that.
Oh, it's my bird. I was also doing stuff in there. Probably meowing.
Alright, so we're gonna get going. Qualifying posted in chat. Once we get in there, obviously make sure you confirm the hot ring. Shoot your car. I can promise.
Oh, Jeremy cut out.
Jeremy, you cut out.
Everybody cut out.
Through promise.
It cut you off, Jeremy. All it said was I promise you, and it cut you off.
I was gonna say, I promise you there will be some yellows this race. It is not gonna go caution free, more than likely, so.
If not, just yell at me. I'll more than gladly turn right.
No, that's a bad example, Adder.
No, let's not do that.
We're in a serious setting.
Nope, none of that allowed. None of that's allowed.
We're in a serious setting, Adder.
Y'all forgot.
You can have a good time. We just can't do that,
I actually got the
Adder.
pole.
You know what, Adder? You have a championship. You have 3 wins. You have so many poles, Adder. You're so good. I love you, Adder.
I only have 2 poles.
Adder had so many pulls. Ooh.
So we got Adder, Magnus front row, followed by Vapid and Powers, followed by Boost and Spear. We'll go back to turn 4, where we lined up last time, same thing.
Back it on up. Back it on up. Can you see those skills? Am I driving backwards skills? You don't see that? Oh, one car length in between on restarts. Keep going backwards. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, hold on. Alright, so unfortunately it looks like I'm gonna have to be pulling off for this race for just, well, for this race.
For why?
Father's Day stuff. But
Oh, man.
I will be sitting up in the stands, and I will return at some point.
Alright, so everyone pull up one spot, so it's going to be Adder, then Magnus. Powers with Boost next to me. Behind me is Spear, with Bulldogs next to him. One car length, Spear, back up. Then behind him you have Underdog.
Floor is on the leader, Adder, as he's entering the restart zone.
Go, go, go.
Boogity, 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 boys, let's do a deal.
I wanted to dive into the infield so bad after doing the roll for 99.
Also, pit road is kind of treacherous to enter, and if you ride off at turn 2, be cautious there.
We're back here.
Road up someone's ass.
We're flyUS Roval. What lap are we on?
Cannot win the race on lap 1.
The pack is bunching up now. We got Boost out front. Look at this jumble up behind them. Then behind is Dakota and Amnesia, and Johnny Rotten's girl has lost the pack here. She's lost that lead draft. Here they come down the back straightaway. Magnus is the leader. Here comes Steve on the inside, washing up the track. That's going to push Adder and Jeremy up high. Here comes Spear on the outside, and that number 71 machine. Contact going into the first turn. Steve-O now out front by a few car lengths over Boost. Boost diving to the inside to the lead. Jeremy, Adder, and Magnus going 3 wide, and they're going to split Steve-O going onto the front straightaway. Here comes Jeremy into the lead now off of Boost, and Spear, Taylor right behind them. Adder's found a run. He's going to the lead. Magnus is following him. Magnus doesn't have the run he needs to get to the lead, but he's going to go up to the high side and try to challenge Adder for that race lead. Boost behind him, getting in their slipstream, diving to the bottom. Underdog into the back of Magnus, spins it out. Steve-O gets collected. That's only a 2-car incident. No yellow, rather. No yellow will fly here. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Great race. Here comes Bulldogs. He's now in the mix, and this race is split into a few different packs. We got Dakota and Amnesia working together. And then behind them, we have some of the guys that got caught up in that wreck, and Johnny Rotten's girl, who lost the front guy's pack, or lost the slipstream at the start, rather. Banging doors going through the first corner. Down the backstretch again. Getting awfully close to that first pit window. Magnus is the leader now. Bulldogs just barely hanging on to that front pack slipstream. Being careful, not getting too racy. He wants to keep his car clean and stay out of those incidences that may occur, because this pack is getting thick. We have a lot of experience in this pack, so I do not expect too many wrecks, if at all, tonight from these guys. What lap are we on?
Sorry, man.
Couple laps until that first pit window does open.
You alright, Jeremy?
It's going to be interesting to see who does dive down pit road. A little contact between Magnus and Jeremy. Back down the front straightaway. Boost controls the lead. And we got a couple cars making contact down the front straightaway. These guys are trying to get something together. Looks like these guys are racing. Johnny Rotten's girl and Underdog making contact there. And these guys got to be careful. They're going to have to work together, or else they're going to get lapped here pretty soon. They're doing a good job back there, though. Here's Adder and Sphere side by side for the lead. Magnus gets to the inside. He gets the lead, and Boost is going to make it 3 wide there for second place. Ooh, nearly makes contact with Magnus. Adder coming back on the outside with the outside pass to the lead. Impressive. Sphere gets loose coming into the corner. Loose off the corner. And I can't see a damn thing. Contact behind them. Steve-O and Underdog once again. Here's Bulldogs. He's now made his way into third place. He's been very cautious, playing it safe here to start. That could end up being the race-winning move here. You never know. Well, he drifts up to the high side. And here we go. The pits are open. Who's going to dive down first, if at all? I expect to see some of these cars behind them to try to work together to make some ground here. Looks like none of the leaders in that first pack are going to dive down pit road, and they're going to wait. And let's see back here if anybody does choose to go down pit road. It does not look like it. Here they come back around. That pack is getting very racy. They're 4 wide. Here comes Magnus. He chooses to dive down pit road. The others, well, they just left him behind. No help from Magnus. He'll be all by himself when he comes out of pit road. Adder, we know how strong he is at these types of tracks. Sphere gets into the grass a little bit. No harm, no foul. Let's see if anybody chooses to come down pit road. Sphere catches the wall there. Just a little bit. Close call there coming onto the pits. Really close call. Really close call.
It looked like you smashed that wall, bro. It looked like you smashed it.
And a little bit of lag maybe coming into play here. These guys are going to stay out. They're trying to work together. I don't know. Dakota's still chugging along. I don't believe Dakota has taken his pit yet. Still working there. We'll talk to him if we do get a yellow. Here they come. We got a couple more laps here to make those pit stops.
When do pits close?
25. Remember, these pit windows are 10 laps for TNS. Bulldogs has lost that front group. Now it's a three car train here between Adder, Boost, and Jeremy. You see Bulldogs chooses to stay out. And meanwhile, behind them, there is a pack starting to form together. Dakota does dive down pit road. We'll have a look at these guys. Magnus, Stevo and Underdog, I don't believe have taken their pits yet. And the leaders still taking their time, you know, working together, getting that groove. Will they all pit together, or will someone try to fake someone out? We'll have to find out here. These guys are working together in a beautiful fashion here. This is textbook from these guys. I mean, just really solid runs. You see Jeremy getting behind Adder on the inside, and Boost follows suit. We'll have to take a look. We might have to pit here. Oh, Boost gets the inside of Jeremy. What a contact there down the backstretch. Here comes Adder to the inside. These guys are moving.
Damn, Taylor.
A little bit of lag spike there, maybe from Taylor.
I was coming by the chicken bag being pulled right in front of me.
Here comes Jeremy. He dives down pit road.
Wait,
Boost
Taylor.
is going to be the only one to stay out from these guys.
Okay.
We follow Boost there. Here come the leaders out of pit road.
Pit road is blinding.
Very slow pit road. They get a little distance between the two. Magnus gets by him. Did Magnus take this pit yet? I believe so.
Yeah, I pitted.
Magnus gains some ground here. He's going to circle back out with the leaders. Here comes Boost.
Give me room, Boosty.
Now you see if I'm Bulldogs here, do I try and work with these guys behind him, or do I try to see what I can do to keep going, as we see Stevo, Underdog, and Dakota now trying to get something together. And now one thing I'm seeing from Stevo is he passed Dakota on the outside. Always going to want to get those runs and shoot to the bottom of the track, pass on the inside if at all possible.
Yeah, those wrenches are blinding.
You know, it's pretty awesome though.
Straight past.
That is true.
Racing up in the top quarter with
So
my
very
friends in the crew.
I was gonna say, man, it's like, I hope you're not a lap car, bro.
Nope.
That's freaking awesome.
No, I'm having fun racing up here with the three of you.
we're going to give you an on-track camera view here. Not on track, but really up close and personal, so you can really feel the speed of these guys coming by.
No, don't worry, I'll make it stupendous this time.
Let's have a Fox crank it up.
You gotta go up by the wall.
I was confused myself.
We're gonna get time on the guys in front.
Oh no! Okay, a spectator has been murdered. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. No harm, no foul.
Get in there.
Alright, we lost a camera.
Hang up against the wall.
Techno fumbled the height.
Aw, Techno.
It could be
No. Oh, we have a crash right in front of them. Two cars involved. It's Underdog and Dakota.
Thank you, Ryder.
No, that actually just means that he's in story mode, by the way.
Actually, you know, one thing I really like about this track is that you can get a really good view when you're on the track from all the way around this beautiful track. Thank you, Adder. I really like this track. Here come the leaders.
Oh, that sun is so blinding.
And the sun is rising
Yeah,
just past 6 a.m. here in Los Santos.
Sunrise, the airport, it's just like every track that's made here has that.
Did you catch that, Matt?
I like it.
I sure did. Here come the lap cars of Underdog and Dakota. The leaders are upon them. There's Sphere.
There's the first caution.
And there is a caution out on the track. An incident in the front pack.
36.
It's in the front pack. They're racing back. Boost is going to get it at the line.
36.
Jeremy.
Race for 36.
Some of these cars racing back to the finish. A great first stint. 36 laps in. Great racing from these
I
guys.
didn't know what else I could have done there.
No, you know what I'm talking
We're on lap 36, correct?
Yes, sir.
One car length, people, one car length in between.
Well,
Cars.
well, before we get going here, let's
I shot yours coming out of the pit.
get a chance to remind you of our sponsors,
I'm a good person.
Atomic, that fake tire company in GTA. Atomic.
We're over a third of the way through.
Alright.
All right, well let's dial up
36, make sure you're on lap 36.
Dakota real quick. How's the car running out there, Dakota?
Dakota, Underdog, anyone who's a lap down
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I got back on. The car's running pretty good, not gonna lie.
Want me to do a lap? I'm the lap down.
Yeah. You can go lap.
We got a lap down there, but thanks to the pit suck, we got back on our lap. Got to a little incident with Underdog, but we're holding our line up here. Lethal Network, serious Cougar machine. Hopefully we can get back up to the front with a couple of laps here, maybe
Let's get a car length.
Thank you,
between
Dakota.
Stevo back up a little bit. Bulldogs back up a little bit. Spear back up a little bit.
How many laps was that? 36 laps?
36.
Oh, yeah, I'm on
16
30.
minutes
Yeah, I'm on
in.
36 right now.
This
Alright,
is
everyone, good. Boost roll whenever you're ready.
This race brought to you by Atomic. Leftover tires from Chernobyl.
Maintain car length.
here we go.
Go, go, go.
Green flag is back in the air here at flyUS. Boost leads them off into the sunrise.
Sunrise, I like that.
Never hear that too often, only in sports car racing. You usually hear that.
I don't know about you guys, but those are the smoothest restarts I've been a part of in any career. Granted,
Rolling
again, it's a
restarts
very
not
small
bad.
amount of people.
We got Magnus and Sphere battling out for the lead. Jeremy and Boost behind them.
Bottom, but everybody went on the top.
Here they go, they're jumbling up. Dakota struggling back here. He's got to try to find a way to get back up with these leaders before they lose that draft. Don't want them to lose that draft. Y'all keep getting in them slips. That's all you got to do. Daggum shoot. Hell yeah, boogity. Caution is out.
41.
Johnny Rotten's girl, Underdog, and Dakota get into an incident down the front straightaway. They're coming, racing back to the caution. How about Amnesia? One of his first ever crew events. They're racing back to the caution, but it looks like it's going to be Magnus. Can Adder get the run off the high side? It's going to be Magnus at the line.
Ooh, Stevo out of nowhere.
Here they come. Coming back to the line, there's Sphere, Dakota, Johnny Rotten's girl, and Underdog.
We're at right here.
Did you get that, or was that me?
No, up more.
I think I'm
Okay, yeah, just go up to the spot, Boost.
Second caution of the day.
I'm gonna-
Coming on lap 40 something.
I'm
Okay.
gonna half hour, and then I'm gonna bet a half hour, then I'm gonna back away here.
Race is almost halfway over, getting close to that second pit window. What lap were you on?
Evo, you're ahead of me. I don't know where you're at. You're ahead of me. There you go.
Only 904 in these
Hey, good racing for the most part. If we're diving to the bottom, make sure we're letting off so we don't ride off the track and door someone, you know. Other than that, fantastic.
Everyone on 41. You should be on lap 41. If not, get on lap 41.
Yep.
Looks good.
Yep.
Alright, Magnus
Okay.
roll.
Alright, somebody left their door open.
Yeah, please make that stop. Goodness.
I'm sorry. Alright, here we go. Going back to the line.
Go, go, go.
Magnus launches green flag back in the air. What lap is it?
41.
Lap 41 here. Couple laps to go till the second pit window opens. Here comes Dakota. What a run on the inside to the lead. The first time that beautiful number 29 machine has led it any time today. Will he lead at the lap? Adder edges him out at the line. Contact in the middle of the pack.
Absolutely shot me out of the can. That was epic.
A lot of contact there. They're getting squirrely, but they're gonna try to decide it here. Dakota into the back of, Steve-O into the back of Dakota. Sphere and Jeremy make contact. Banging doors. How about Bulldogs throwing it in there? Steve-O gets the inside. 3 cars breaking away here for the lead. It's Boost, Dakota, and Adder. Steve-O chugging along, trying to get with these guys. Looks like he will get that run. Coming off of the high side here. What's he going to do with it? Magnus stuck in the middle there. Even more contact. The pits are open here. Who's going to dive down?
45 to 55.
Looks like no one dives down on the first lap. It's open. These guys trying to play strategy. Like we saw last stint. These guys playing some strategy. Uh-oh, the commentator's got his bathroom. Something not feeling right. And it looks like Sphere Taylor will dive down pit road. The first one to come down again is Sphere Taylor. I'm watching that number 29 car. He looks hungry out there. Boost and Magnus. Close call there. Having a little moment. They keep it together. Dakota gets the inside to the lead.
I got straight there for half a second. I didn't touch you on my screen, but...
Little lag contact, no harm, no foul. Take a look at these guys back here, Bulldogs, Amnesia, Steve-O, and Underdog in their little pack. And we have almost a wreck coming there on a pit road. Magnus and Jeremy.
That's weird. I didn't even touch the wall. No, I didn't touch it.
There's some lag issue there, perhaps.
Yeah, there's something weird going on with these pits there.
Track has been notorious for some interesting moments in its history. It had a body problem when in its inception, during its first couple of weeks. That problem was resolved. It hosted an RNCS race, and pretty soon I'm sure it'll host a TNS race in the future. But a beautiful track overall by that guy right there, running that number 43 car, Adder. Boy, these laps do fly by here. Really quick laps. All out, pretty much. Well, actually, yes, all out.
All out, yes, all out.
Same banking all the way around. This is a very unique facility here. And I must say, this track has the best restrooms out of any track I've ever been to. I must say, Adder, you have a great staff here. They keep it nice and clean. Meanwhile, Boost getting through some of these lap cars.
Oh shit! Sorry, I had to go.
Contact.
Take it outside.
You're good.
Focusing on Jeremy and Magnus having a little trouble getting together. Looks like they're going to try to make something happen here.
Got you.
Top 3 still yet to pit. Boost and Adder making contact down the front stretch. They're going to have to try to find a way around these lap cars so they can dive down to pit road. It's going to be hard for them. Here comes Adder. That's going to leave Boost and Dakota.
Yeah, I'm gonna go past time.
And you heard that from their radio. It looks like these guys will come this lap. This is the last lap they can do it.
Yeah. What is the pit penalty for missing a pit?
I think we decided it's either 10 or 15 seconds off the on the rules again. But if you miss, unless we have a caution, you go to the back.
Hurry up and get this race over. I gotta use a bathroom. Bed.
Good that me, Jeremy?
They're gonna come out together.
Good.
Jumping it back up.
Sure, I had that extra slipstream.
Amnesia with them.
Yeah, it really didn't make a difference pitting early or pitting late.
They're all coming out together.
No.
Uh-oh.
If caution. Yeah, if yellow came out, that would have benefited me and Magnus.
I'm using the bathroom, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta use that, but.
Sorry, man.
I lost it. Go, Jeremy. You got it.
Oh, you're good. I don't have it.
Okay, I lost it. Right as I went to pass him, I slowed down. Under boost. Ooh. I dove on that one. Same 4 of us again. Yeah. I gotta lose.
Catching his speed.
You got me. Got me.
Window open right now.
75, right?
Yeah, 75 is
windows open.
Pits are open.
Got a movement like flyUS Raceway. Let me know when you're gonna go in, Dakota.
Gotcha.
Yep. We're catching him.
Oh, where are you trying to pass me on the top? Sorry.
Alright. We're back at flyUS Raceway. What lap we on?
84.
Alright, well it's...
Top 3 has not fit yet. Oh god.
We have a car down there. Oh, it's Sphere.
Yeah, let's go.
These guys... We've got some cars. Oh no, we've got some cars still circulating through the pit cycle.
I'm not far behind you there.
Last lap they can pit here. 5 laps until we get that caution free. This race is winding down
Venom
very
is
quickly.
coming up behind you if you want to try to work together.
We've got some breakaways going on here. Currently got Jeremy out in the lead. They just pitted, I believe. The leaders are. It looks like they have. Have they? The leaders have pitted, I believe.
There it goes.
It's Jeremy, Boost, and then back to the 2-car tandem of Magnus and Adder, and then all the way back to Dakota, who's by himself right now on the track. And Walker, Underdog Walker, Bulldogs, Sphere.
I'll leave that.
And here come those leaders. At this rate, if Magnus and Adder can get something working, they could try to catch those 2 leaders. Otherwise, it's all Jeremy and Boost. Jeremy was so good here in RNCS, captured his first ever RNCS victory here a season ago. And Boost trying to sweep TNS Speedweeks. Can he do it? Johnny Rotten Zero, I think. And it is caution free. And this is it. We do have an official race. Down the backstretch now. Coming to lap 91, I believe.
I'm gonna go low later.
Hit 92.
92 here. We're gonna focus on these 2 leaders. God, I wish they didn't have a crosshair sniper, or at least some binoculars or something. I've mastered the art of GTA camera work.
Oh, fuck.
Here's Bulldogs. Bulldogs is a lap car. Remember, the 2 leaders are Boost and Jeremy. Bulldogs and Underdog are lap cars. Can Boost use that to his advantage? He could use those lap cars as a pick on Jeremy.
No, I'm not gonna leave Jeremy, man. I wasn't gonna do that.
That's what I was expecting. These guys have worked together all race, and they're about to lap Dakota, who's sitting in 5th place. These guys are working really hard together. Really great teamwork by these guys. Somebody call out when there's 2 laps to go. This race closing in on 37 minutes. We've seen some very quick races go down here. And this one, none too different. Here's someone honking.
There's something that made it slip for some reason.
Jeremy's car had the slightest little bit of twitch to it.
Make my way down to the bottom of the traction.
Stay with us, Jerry, but don't get in our way, please.
Two laps to go, I'm guessing.
I'm staying way up high.
Two to go here. A lap and a half. They go down the back straightaway. Goose got the lead this time by. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're coming to 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Who gets back here first? Jeremy's got to get on the defensive here. But Boo's going to go to the outside. Smart move there. Good move. They're side by side down the backstretch. Who's going to get the run off the corner? Boost slides up just in front of Jeremy. I don't think it's going to be enough, but they're going to come to line, and Boost is going to sweep the weekend. Third place is going to go just to Adder. They make contact coming to the line.
I can't believe
I
that
was trying to wreck you, but not make you miss it either. But that was funny.
A couple of these cars still lap down. Here comes Dakota.
Inside, man, and I was like, thank God we could be outside. There's just enough momentum. I can't
Wow.
Oh.
Here comes Spear, chugging across the line. Good race, guys. That was beautiful. We ended on the sunset. Well, I can't wait. We got a great season ahead of us. Great season of racing. Here in a couple weeks.
Great job, Jeremy.
We had 1 caution. Yeah, good job, Bruce.
There was no race in that top 4 there. When we were racing as a group, that was pretty fun.
Well, guys, good job. That was
We
fun.
had some nice rotation going on there.
Teamwork. Boost gets it done. Solid performances from Jeremy, Adder, Magnus, and Dakota, and then Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And we got some. You guys did a good job tonight. We'll see you next week.
Get wrecked, IROC.